Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Finally you can hear me, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum wa taqabbalallahu minkum salatukum wa siyamukum wa du'a'ukum, inshallah. May Allah accept all your prayers and all your fasting, all your good deeds, inshallah. And Ramadan Kareem. It is such a pleasure, honestly, to speak to every brother here and every sister here for the second Ramadan now. And honestly, it's something that does make me nervous, alhamdulillah, in a good way. It makes me want to speak, the best way I can. And with that being said, now I'll move on to the important part of what I'm going to say today, inshallah. Now, many of you, mashallah, brothers and sisters, donated last year. When you saw me outside the back, I was with many volunteers. We were shouting. We had smoothies, we had cakes, we had donuts, and we were shouting donations for Derna, smoothies for Derna, and many of you bought the beautiful smoothies, mashallah. We even got a pineapple-free smoothie for a brother who was actually allergic to pineapple. That's the extent we went to last year, alhamdulillah. You guys were all so generous, barakallahu feekum. This year we are back because the siege actually ended. A 3-year siege of Derna ended on February 2019, a few months ago. So alhamdulillah, the door is now open for us to give as much as we can give. There are thousands of orphans right now in the city who need our help. There are thousands within families that have been displaced internally, who cannot afford the rent and are having to put themselves in debt to afford rent because their homes have been destroyed. The city has actually been destroyed, my dear brothers and sisters. Now, I speak to you as somebody who is originally from Derna. My grandparents are both from Derna. I also speak to you as somebody who is volunteering for the cause, and as is everybody else who is here today. So please, my dear brothers, it's as simple as today. We are asking you to give as much as you can give for these people, because wallahi, I tell you, nobody else is giving to Libya. Nobody else is giving to Derna. Because we all assume one thing. Libya is a rich country. They have oil, they have this. Unfortunately, as a Libyan standing here, I have to tell you, the money is not being given to these poor people. These poor people are still suffering. There are still disabled children who need operations, my dear brothers and sisters. We are a volunteer network who are working on an authorised and registered basis here in the UK as fundraisers, and also from an implementation perspective in Libya. For that reason, we can promise you a real and honest 100% donation policy. Now, you haven't seen any GoFundMe pages, any Just Giving pages, any Facebook donate buttons, so there are no sneaky percentages going to any other party apart from those who need it most. And we pride ourselves on doing just that. Now, personally, I've had the pleasure and honour of working with many in our community to raise thousands of pounds for our Rohingya brothers and sisters who have sought refuge in Bangladesh, for our brothers and sisters in Yemen who in their millions are suffering food scarcity and food insecurity, and for the Syrian brothers and sisters of ours who have gone through so much the last 7 years. We've also tried our best to give to the needy here in our own communities in Leeds. I'm making this video today to appeal for those families in Libya who have been hit worse by the conflict. Those forgotten families who you've probably not had the opportunity to help this Ramadan. Now this, today, right now, is the opportunity. For just £25, you can provide a family food pack. Now this has in it all that a family needs to feed itself for a whole month, inshallah. Alongside this, I've already mentioned those internally displaced refugee families, and you can provide them a home for just £60 to £100 a month. Now, of course, this depends on the size of the family and the size of the home needed for rent. Last but not least, orphan sponsorships are just £30 per month. Now imagine that. You can take care of all of the needs of an orphan, just you, for £30. Everything they need to eat, all their clothes, all their educational equipment, etc, etc, etc. And you can help provide those opportunities that those beautiful children truly deserve for just £1 a day. Now to me, that's a bargain of barakah and blessings. So in these last few blessed days and nights of Ramadan, as we prepare our own families for Eid, can you give those in need in Libya a Eid to remember? Especially after all they've been through. If you can, if the answer is yes, then please message me right now on whichever platform you're watching this video on, and I'll be sure to provide you with all the necessary information. Apart from that, I'd like to bid you a very good day, and I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.